Hi, good evening. I am Kalayansi daughter of P. Lachumanan, metric number S56803. I'm here today to present a recording video which titles as Mendel Law Theory. First, George John Mendel theory and its benefit to scientists. George John Mendel, through his work on pea plants, he discovered the fundamental laws of inheritance. Mendel discovered the basic principle of heredity through experiments in his monastery's garden. His experiments showed that the inheritance of certain traits in pea plants follows particular patterns, subsequently become the foundation of modern genetics and leading to the study of heredity. Mendel studied the inheritance of seven different features in peas, including height, flower color, and seed shape. To do so, he first established pea lines with two different forms of a feature, such as tall versus short height. He grew these lines of generation until they were poor breeding, always produced offspring identical to the parent, then breed them to each other and observe how the traits were inheritance. Second, Mendel theory is applied to meiosis and how the meiosis process takes place. Here is a diagram which shows how meiosis will apply and also the take place also the process of take place. This is the second step process. Third, chromosomes are important in meiosis. Meiosis is important because it ensures that all organisms produced via sexual production contain the correct number of chromosomes. Meiosis also produces genetic variation by way of the process of recombination. Later, this variation is increased even further Further, when two gametes unite during fertilization, thereby creating offspring with unique combination of DNA. Chromosomes are thread-like structures located inside the nucleus of animal and plant cells. Each chromosome is made of protein and a single molecule of deoxyribonucleic acid, which known as DNA. Passes from parents to offspring. DNA contains the specific instructions that make each type of living creature unique. Explain the crossover process during meiosis and its effect on organisms. During meiosis, crossover recombination is tightly regulated. A spatial pattern phenomenon known as interference ensures that crossovers are well spaced along the chromosomes. Additionally, every pair of homologous acquires at least one crossover. The third features crossover homostatic buffers the system which that the number of crossovers remains steady despite decreases or increase in number of earlier recombinational interaction. Here we summarize recent work from our laboratory supporting the idea that all three of these aspects are intrinsic consequence of a single basic process and suggesting that the underlying logic of the process corresponds to that embodied in a particular beam film and model.